look at the final score from the Tigers game yesterday and see, well, they lost, so therefore their road struggles continued. But that's not exactly the case. See, the Tigers played pretty well at UCF, shooting 44% from the field, and were led by another impressive performance from Jeremiah Martin, who dropped 25 in the game. The Tigers had a second-half lead as well and trailed by 1 with about 2 minutes to go. This game didn't come down to a slow start on the road, which is an improvement. But a lack of being able to finish and a lack of depth, well, yeah, maybe.
For sure, there's a concern because we have able bodies on the team that can really help. They just have to get their minds right. You know, right now everybody's all over the place, and Jeremiah's locked in, and, you know, we got to get KB going more, and we got to find a way to get Tyler going. They're game planning him really well. To not let him shoot, got to get him going other ways. We did enough to ourselves at the end in the last 2 minutes to cost us the game, but like I said, Aubrey made a big three.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the top part of the standings. With that loss, the Tigers now dropping to 6th place in the AAC with a 7-6 conference record. It was a heavyweight battle between two top 5 teams, and down goes number 1, Tennessee, on Saturday, falling to number 5, Kentucky. Rupp Arena not too kind to the Vols yesterday, as Kentucky really dominated this game, winning 86-69, snapping Tennessee's 19-game winning streak and handing them their first loss in the conference this year. The Wildcats' P.J. Washington, he was stellar, led all scorers with 23 points.
It was obviously pivotal, but what we wanted to do is just play together as a team and not try to do things one-on-one, and we just didn't do any of that with the first half. We didn't do the things that we really have done all year in terms of our offense, and I don't want to take anything away from Kentucky. I thought they were terrific. I thought John had his team ready to play, and they played great. You look at the stat sheet, they dominated us every way you could be dominated. But all we wanted to do was try to get ourselves playing together, and we just didn't do that. I thought it was the most selfish that we've been all year.
As for Ole Miss, well, it was a much different story for them on Saturday as their defense took over against Missouri, forcing 25 turnovers, finishing with 13 steals in the game as well, beating Mizzou by 10 points. And don't look now, but the Rebels have rattled off 4 straight wins, improving to 18-7 overall, getting their 8th conference victory of the year.
But a big stat for our team has been all year long is points off turnovers. And we got 32 of those today, and then, 13 steals. And Adam just told me during our 4-game winning streak, I think we were averaging 20 points off turnovers and 10 steals. And so with our 1-3-1 and some different defenses, it converts to offense, and that's the only reason really we won today.
NBA's All-Star Weekend with one final event on the schedule, and that's the game itself, as Team LeBron has his squad ready to go up against Team Giannis, NBA's best, taking the court in Charlotte. Warrior teammates Kevin Durant and Steph Curry squaring off against each other as well, and this should be a fun night. Speaking of Steph, he laid down possibly the pass of the year in transition, bounces it way up to team captain Giannis Antetokounmpo. Are you kidding me? Everyone getting up for that one. But in the second half, Team LeBron would storm back. Kevin Durant dropping 31 in the game and went 6 of 9 from three-point land. KD takes home the MVP of the All-Star game. Team LeBron wins 178-164. What a night it was at the Liberty Bowl as the city of Memphis welcomed their very own professional football team last night. Now, the stage was set for the Express as they took on the Hotshots in their first ever home game, but nothing like a cold, rainy night to not only dampen the spirits, but also dampen the play of the home team. Things looked great for Memphis. They had a 12-point lead in the fourth quarter after Christian Hackenberg rushing touchdown here, while the defense, they forced 4 turnovers in the game, but it was Arizona that would rally late, scoring the game's final 2 touchdowns, coming back to spoil the Express home opener, winning 20-18.
I think the bottom line is, we lost a little steam, didn't get off the field, and stayed out there too long. D-line wore down, and somehow, some way, we just have to find a way to finish out games.
We knew they were athletic, and that front started doing a good job getting off blocks and making some plays in the backfield, putting us in some tough third and long situations.
It takes all 3 phases, to get where we need to be: offense, special teams, and defense. So, Our defense been playing great ball the last 2 weeks. Obviously, no secret there. We got to pick up the slack on offense a little bit, but that's going to come. We just got to fix all the little things, mental errors, stuff like that, just, miscommunications. We got to execute. We got to finish.
To the baseball diamond, the Tigers hosting Indiana. Winner takes the series. Not the start the U of M was looking for in this one, though. First batter of the game, and Matt Gorski with a leadoff bomb for the Hoosiers. That one out to deep left to make it 1-0, Indiana up. But Chris Durham, well, he bounced back nicely on the hill, strikes out the next batter he faces. That's Justin Walker on the miss. Durham had 7 Ks and 3 hits in 5 innings. Durham even showcasing a little nice pickoff at first, runner out at second. Tigers not able to get any runs, though, as they fall 6-0. Now to the track as NASCAR is back, kicking off the year with a bang. The 61st Daytona 500 taking place today with J.J. Watt helping get the engine started. With about 10 laps to go, the big one takes place. Yeah, that's a big crash, all right. 21 cars involved in this wreck. What a mess. This took out some big contenders as well, like Jimmy Johnson, Austin Dillon, and Martin Truex Jr., to name a few. Luckily, everyone was okay that was involved. But coming away with the checkered flag for the second time in 4 years, Denny Hamlin in the FedEx car wins the Great American Race.
I'm just going to enjoy it more. I mean, I think I was so dumbfounded about everything that happened in the first time with the photo finish and everything. This one lets me soak it in a little bit more. I'm going to have a terrible hangover tomorrow, but I'm going to enjoy it the rest of my life.
Looks like Denny's going for some McDonald's breakfast tomorrow. Finally to the links, J.B. Holmes takes the Genesis Open, winning by 1 stroke over Justin Thomas. That's going to do it for sports. More News Channel 3 after this.